issues. We've got a perspective that is guiding us, which we have shared with you about how we engage with coalitions and what are our intentions. And then we will answer that question when we come back, after we have concluded our discussions with political parties, but also after we have reported to the National Executive Committee. So this is not the last press conference on this matter. So the next one that is going to come, it will outline the perspective, agreements, if there is any, talks that have not taken off, have not produced any result. We will give you that feedback. Give us that space. Tuesday we have an NEC meeting. After the NEC meeting, we will again convene you and give you a feedback of the National Executive Committee. In terms of what the NEC itself will have benefited from the work the officials are doing in the National Working Committee. So we will give you that feedback after the NEC, the direction we are basically taking. How many parties we are talking to? We are talking with everybody who is significant. And anyone who has not achieved a bigger result but is interested to work with us. So there are many people who have approached us who are here. But the most important, when you come out of an election, you look at the leaderboard and then it will tell you who you must talk to. Because that is the outcome of an election, and that reflects the will of the people. The will of the people. The will of the people have given us 6 million. ANC, go and talk to others. Who are those? And that is what is important. So we are engaging. And then we have been approached and we are talking to everyone because we don't have the power to constitute government on our own and do things on our own. We've got to talk to others. How are we going to? Former leaders are not used. Former leaders are not used. I'm told our time is up here. Former leaders are not used. They are members of the ANC. And they've been invited. So the outcome of what has happened affects all of us. So let's not use the word used. Nobody has resigned from the ANC except the only one you know. But even himself, he still say he's still a member. So all people are in the fold of the African National Congress. So I wish to thank you and thank everybody. And I'm told our time is up here. And thank you. You still want something, Samuel? Yes? One?
No, thank you. Mr. Mbalula, just on that particular issue, there's one question you never answered on the ideology, that if you decide to go DA, it will lead to the biggest split within the party since the PAC. Where do you go in that particular perspective, where your own members have said DA is a no-no, if you go that route, we will obliterate you politically?
Samuel, as I conclude, you listen to all sorts of people who call themselves ANC. ANC, whatever decision it will arrive at the end of the day, we will still come back to after the National Executive Committee meeting. ANC understands that the outcome of the elections do not favor us. There are political parties, there is a country to be run, and then there are various models we need to engage with. Unfortunately, things are not guided by inertia and rigidity. Yes, you are principled, you are ideological. How do you navigate with your 6 million in the politics of the country? You've got 6 million people, which is strong on the leaderboard. How do you navigate with them, with that number, to govern this country with others? And that is what is important. Yeah. So the rigidity and that's not what is guiding us. We are guided by the ideology, we are guided by the principles, But equally we are guided by the interest of people who have voted for the ANC, who have said that we don't want you to be out of power. We are not going to entertain smear campaign and locking us into a corner when we don't have powers to do so. We and the DA, we are like water and oil. At the end of the day, our constituencies have placed us where we are, where we can't govern outright on our own. That's why we talk about outright majority. Right? And other people have got demands that they have and all of that and so on. You've got to not weigh up and gauge. That is why I'm saying we will not be in a position to entertain an exam paper now, because the exam paper is not going to take us anywhere. We've got to engage with the issue of the models, but at the same time, where we want to go to. Positions, you want to become a minister of this and that, that's an easy task to perform. So from here, as we conclude, tomorrow we're in the NWC and the officials meeting. Tuesday we're in the NEC meeting. On Wednesday, we will be able to brief you about, as it goes now, we're talking to everybody. It is talks about talks. So don't ever raise a question, hey, why did you meet with so and so? I've briefed you now. Yes, even with FF+. We are talking because we don't have power. But as we are talking, but we are not backing. We are not going to back anybody. But we respect the will of the people and the outcome the people of South Africa have given us. So we can't be strutting like peacocks when